We say, guys, we figured it was time for another Pappy chat here. Uh, Pappy thoughts. I was thinking of something last night. I was on my way home. There was a dead possum on the road, and I thought, there ain't nothing like there ain't a dead possum is the only good possum. And I know all of y'all out there are like, oh, they eat ticks and all this kind of stuff.
They're ornery.
But we're going to talk about traumatic life experiences.
I got one.
All right, you first.
It was Christmas time, and I had a great big sack of dog food sitting in the garage. And every day, I'd go in there. I had a cup with a handle on it, and I'd dip down in there and pour it out in the dog bowl. Did this, no problem. I came in one night. I'd been over at Jim Foote's. I remember it
I was there with you.
specifically. And I walked in, and I thought, I got to feed the dog. So I went, stuck my hand down there, and when I did, the awfulest pain hit me. I never had anything hurt so bad. I thought, what in the world? And I pulled my hand out, and the blood just running down. I, of course, pulled up against me and held myself for a minute to kind of catch my thoughts. And I thought, there's something in that bag. So I got a gooseneck hole, and I beat that bag till it quit wiggling. And finally, looked down in there, and I'd kind of messed up a possum. But boy, he bit me good. Linda had taken me down to the ER, and they put a bandage on it, and they gave me a tetanus shot. I don't know why.
Well, and I remember I had to put it in a bag.
Yeah.
And take it to work with me the next day, drop it off at the vet, make sure it didn't have rabies.
Yeah, they had to test it, or I was going to start taking shots for rabies. And I said,
The whole time I was driving, that bag would sit there and move, and I thought, that son of a bitch is going to wake up.
no, I think I put him to sleep pretty good.
Possum story number 2.
Yeah, I remember it too.
So I was in college, and car just drove by. I was in college living with like 4 other people. We were all in the band, floored. So you can imagine what our duplex was like most of the time. But anyway, Hampton and I were living in a renovated garage, which was right beside the kitchen. And we would leave the kitchen door open because that's how we got our air and our heat or whatever. But there was a trash can right by the door. And I remember one night I fell asleep on the couch, like 3 a.m, got up, went and got my bed, and I heard like scratching, like, and I thought, well, there's a mouse under my bed or something or whatever. So I just got up and went and got back in the chair. Well, I finally woke up, and I decided I'd look underneath there. And when I raised the mattress up, it was like a 20-pound, it was like a grass-fed urban possum. It was enormous. And one of my roommates was pre-vet. So we spent the better part of like the next 3 hours trying to get this possum out of our bedroom, and it shit everywhere. Like, it was a disaster. So
He felt right at home.
I guess, but so 2 possum stories. And so those are 2 traumatic, like, wild animal stories.
Yeah.
Tell a story about the rooster.
Oh my. I was a little fella. I can't remember exactly what size I was, but we went out to me, Mom, and Granddaddy Mitchum's out at Beulahville, out past Beulahville, between there and Rosetta. And we go down there real often and visit them. And they had chicken and stuff. I was out there dawdling around in the yard. About that time, this red rooster spotted me, and he started walking towards me. So I started walking away from him. Well, the faster I'd walk, the faster he'd walk. And I got to where I was running. I looked back, he was running too. And so I was running around the house screaming, saying, help, somebody, there's a rooster about to get me. And I come on around the house, and Mom and me, Ma, were standing on the back porch. It was on an elevated level up steps. And she said, next round, come on up the steps, come on in. She wasn't about to come down them steps. Mom scared to death of birds. So I made another lap around the house, and I'm sure I was panting like an old horse. And the time I come back around, they had the door open, standing there, said, come on in, come on in. So I raced up those steps and went in. The next time we went down there, my granddaddy Mitchum met me at the car when we was getting out, and he said, Hoss, you ain't got to worry about that rooster no more. I said, why is that? He said, we're having him for dinner.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I thought he knew how to make me feel better. So that the only time a rooster ever about got me, but I thought he was going to just take me away.
Well, as a kid, I remember where this shop is now used to be an old barn.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hey, go down and turn off the light in the barn or whatever. And there was coyotes and everything, and it was dark. And there was, like, we had, like, one light bulb in there that you couldn't hardly find the switch. And I just remember being, like, 10 or 11 years old, just, like, running down to the barn, doing whatever I needed to do, and running so fast that when I hit the back door, I about went through it. Just,
I remember you going through a door.
I did that one time.
Lived in Irvington.
Jumped down the stairs.
We had a glass storm door, and you went right through it.
Mom?
Oh, my God. My heart quit beating. It was terrible. Well, let's talk about more fun things.
Okay.
One thing, you talking about possums. I had a 64 Chevy Impala Super Sport. Beautiful car. It's still in the country. I had a license plate on the front of it that said, eat more possum. And I left it on there for a long time. I thought, that's pretty cool. But I didn't know that later on in life, one would get me back.
Oh, yeah. Murphy's Law.
If it can't happen, it will.
Well, hey, so in the comments, tell us about your traumatic animal stories from when you were a kid. Hopefully it didn't end bad. I know there's a lot of people had bad interactions with dogs and things like that. So, hopefully you're good. But
you want me to tell them about your interaction with snakes?
Which one? Oh, yeah. You can tell them that. And then we'll get off here before we
do something.
Before we go too long. Yeah.
Me and Josh were mowing the grass. He was using a push mower out there in the back of the house, and I was on a riding lawnmower out there in the big part of the yard. And all of a sudden, I heard him start screaming. And he was running the house. I thought, oh, God.
And I was mowing barefoot.
He was mowing barefooted, and I thought, Lord, he's done cut a foot off or something. So, man, I hopped off that mower, and I ran in the house, and I said, you all right? He said, snake. I said, what? He said, I run over a snake with the lawnmower, and it chopped it up in pieces, and I walked up on it barefooted. And I thought, that's terrible.
I got a lot of snake stories.
I hate them.
I don't like snakes. I'll try to share in the comments of the video of Jonah when he was about 3 years old, just sitting there like, hey, Mr. Snake, it's just an old garbage snake. Remember? And he's letting me crawl all over him.
You remember when Will put that one on the step of my motorhome?
And he about died?
Oh, he thought it was funny.
All right. So in the comments, put us your traumatic animal story, and we'll see if it measures up to Pappy's rooster story or his possum story.
Yeah, those were traumatic to me.
What do we always tell him, Pappy?
Come see us and bring a ham.
Country ham.
Yes.